Hey everybody, Leah Grace here, and today we're going to make some Rebatch soap. So a little while ago I made a cold process soap that was supposed to look like a little pie. I liked the idea, but the execution wasn't quite there. The colors didn't match, and you could see there was a hole on the bottom that happened with quite a few of the bars. And so I wanted to find a way to bring this soap back to life, so I looked into rebatching soaps. And to do this, you have to shred all of your soaps into small little pieces, and then you go about remelting them and reforming it into a new bar. So, first step is to shred all of those soaps I worked so hard on, but it's okay. There's a silver lining. I get to see all the insides of the bars, which is kind of fun, right? I still like the idea of making little teeny pies out of soap. I think I just need to use a different ratio of hard oils to soft oils. It was a bit too soft, I think, to hold up in the molds. And then I also would like to try different piping tips to make the top lattice effect. So I will definitely be giving that another go in the future. But in the meantime, let's try making some Rebatch soap. This is actually, it's maybe the third recipe I ever tried, this pie, so perhaps it was a smidge ambitious for try number 3. But I've got a few more soaps under my belt now, so I will definitely be giving it another whirl. I actually got started with soaping during this 2020 quarantine. Something I always thought looked like fun, but who has the time? I guess whenever you're home for about 4 months at a time, that's the perfect time to take up a brand new time-consuming hobby. It's a blast. I really enjoyed it. Now, I also realized I should have measured my bowl beforehand to realize how many ounces of shreds that I have here, so that's why you see me making another bowl dirty. The good thing about making rebatch soap is, though, any mess that you make is soap. So that's a bit easier to clean up than the cold process method. Something nice about this too is I've actually already fragranced these shreds, so I get such amazing smells while I'm making this. Alright, let's head over to the stove. I'm heating this up on a low to medium heat. You also want to add a little bit of water to it, purified distilled water. Everything you add is going to have to evaporate back out eventually, so it's better to add just a teensy bit at first, add more as you need it. And I've been told the consistency we're looking for is lumpy mashed potatoes. Appetizing, right? So I'm just going to keep kind of stirring, adding shreds, add a smidge of water, see how it goes. So I have a creative partner in this new hobby of mine. It's my husband. He's amazing. We just got married at the end of February, and then the pandemic started, golly, like 2 weeks after that. So it was actually perfect timing. We've had what turned out to be an unexpected 4-month stay at home honeymoon. So there's always a silver lining, right? That's kind of been one of our mottos during this pandemic, always a silver lining. Soap making has definitely turned out to be a silver lining too. It's been such a fun outlet of creativity. And rebatching soap is a nice outlet for when creativity runs amok. I was talking with my grandma the other day, and she was telling me how she remembers when she was little on the farm that her mother and grandmother would make soap in huge vats for the whole family. And maybe it wasn't smelling the best, but it certainly did the job. And so it feels kind of cool to be carrying on, a family tradition. So I'm wondering what the final color of this soap is going to be. Kind of hoping some of that purple is going to shine through in the end product, but honestly, it's looking a little bit like dirt. So we shall see what happens. Maybe because it won't 100% melt down, we'll get a little bit of that purple fleck happening in the final rebatch bar. Honestly, this whole thing's a mystery, so it's fun, right? You have to think of these things as fun, otherwise you might just be worried. I think that might be my last batch of water added. really does look like magma. Oh, no, I was wrong. There's more. Surely that's it, right? I had about 36 ounces total of shreds from my 9 pies that I shredded. It's actually been kind of fun to try a new soap making method. I've only ever done the cold process method thus far. I've heard about hot process soap that you make in a slow cooker or stovetop like this. It does tend to make a little bit more of a textured soap, and I like the smooth ones best, but you just never know. Okay, here we go. We're going to try and put it in the mold, and I've been reading up that you just need to kind of glop it in there. Here we go. Glop, glop, glop. Now, I tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to soap, so I'm trying to make it smooth and pretty, and you know what? That's just not going to happen, and that's fine. Rough top soap has its own beauty too, right? So it's at about this point when I'm thinking, I think I'm going to need to decorate the top because it has a lot of character, shall we say. So that's whenever I went into my stash of wildflowers. Got some cornflower. I thought that would be a nice bright color, and also a bit of yellow with some marigold. If it has kind of an earthy look to it, the soap itself, then the flowers will make us think of spring, won't they? Overall, I think this method has been pretty successful. What do you guys think? I'm anxious to see what it'll look like when I cut it. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day. See you next time.